back running at 60 frames per usual. And I now have the, I don't know how to say this, pleasure or displeasure to mention this game right here. So we're now, after clearing up the NFC, we're now moving on to the AFC. And with that, we're going to talk about the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Now, this game is going to stink. And here's why. I'm not, for those who know me, they know I'm not the world's biggest Tua fan. You know what? But he is not playing. And that is a problem. Not, for me, but for the Dolphins. Because they need him. Just as simple as that. They need him. Going into Sunday's game, or whatever the last time he played, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 3,500 yards, 25 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. He was doing all right. You know what I'm saying? A lot of his better games came against really, really bad teams. And then they lost 4 in a row. His last 4 starts, pretty good versus Green Bay. Really good versus Green Bay. Decent here. Sucked there. He had 3 interceptions. That's why I said decent. I knew something was off. Decent. That was bad. Well, yes, he had 295. He didn't look comfortable all day. He looked great versus Houston, but Houston stinks. He looked great versus Cleveland, but Cleveland stinks. Chicago stinks. And they got away with, Miami's defense got away with atrocious pass interference at the end of that game. I remember that one. Detroit's defense stinks. Pittsburgh defense is pretty good. That was kind of pedestrian. The Cincinnati game, that was the first concussion. Pedestrian versus the Bills. He looked great versus Baltimore, but Baltimore has going into that game had the worst defense in the league. But I'm not going to take away from what he accomplished. He played pretty good this year. Now, I don't know how much that gives confidence in the Miami Dolphins to pay him, because somebody on one of these websites said, is Tom Brady a replacement, which I think is retarded. Why you would replace a 24-year-old quarterback with a 45 who's trying to play till he's 50? That just don't sound smart. But it is what it is. Raheem Mostert led the team in rushing. They brought in Jeff Wilson halfway through the year once Chris McCaffrey went to San Francisco. But big plays, he did lead them in big plays. They didn't have that many rushing touchdowns, 12 rushing touchdowns. But we know why, because Tyreek Hill, he's the man. I bought some of his glasses. Hold on. What are you? Where are you? Where? Oh, there you go. Hold on. These right here, I give myself like one dumb purchase a year. This was the dumb purchase. These right here, take these off, Jesse. These right here, best thing ever. This one is something to you. I like these glasses, man. This is me. This is me. Now, I ain't got on my bandana. They normally go with the bandana, but I ain't got it on right now. These glasses right here is me. So for the rest of this video, I'm gonna keep glasses on. But now I can't read because it's dark as hell. But it is what it is. So he had, what is that percentage? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's a really high percentage. 119 divided by 170. He had a 70% catch percentage. That's crazy. 7 touchdowns, a long of 64. Jalen Waddle had one of the craziest catch and runs versus Buffalo, where he just like accelerated immediately. He's the man. So that's my guy right there. Sherfield, just Gesicki's out of here, so I don't see him being there anymore. So he's kind of in the middle. That gritty he hit in the middle of the season, that was bad. That was the worst thing I've ever seen. So, defense, I had my concerns about the defense. But the defense played better than my expectations because I was concerned about them and the loss of Brian Flores. And they stepped up and played amazing. In certain games, they played amazing. But, you know, the Patriots looked rough versus Baltimore, but it's going to be hard to stop Baltimore. Looked great versus the Bills the first time. Out of these 3 games, you don't have your starting quarterback, so I don't fault them for that. The defense looked great in this game. It's pretty good for Detroit being one of the better teams in the league. Looked rough there and got away with a horrible call at the end of the game. Looked good here. Looked great here. And then they got ran through by Kyle Shanahan, but that happens. This game right here, offense just was not doing their job. Snow game, really good here. They had a couple of possessions where Green Bay should have scored touchdowns, especially at the end of the game, and they just kicked field goals. When after 20-20, they just kicked field goals instead. Looked decent here. They didn't have Tua again, and 6 points. Come on. So the defense played better than I thought. They would. I was wrong about that, and I was wrong about Miami. I didn't know what to expect with Mike McDaniel. I don't think anybody did. So I'm not. For those who doubted, at the beginning, you're not wrong. So Skylar Thompson looks like the guy, and I feel so sorry. Oh, this is what I was talking about. Could Brady be the perfect replacement for Tua in Miami? That sounds horrible. Skylar Thompson is not the guy. He stinks. But I don't know what we expected. So that being said, let me see the defensive rating. NFL. I do want to see where they ranked defensively. They were, I think it's based off total. Where they at? It's bottom half in total yards per game. But as far as points went, it's middle of the road. Damn, I was wrong. Well, in the games that I saw, they played a whole lot better on defense. Like the game, because I watched that one. I watched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I watched 9 of their games this year, and they look decent on defense. So I thought they was gonna play better. I thought statistically they would have been better, but that's probably a lot of these L's here. Explains a lot of the L's, but it's alright. I don't know where they go. If Tua, because I don't see Tua coming back this year, and he got some real questions he need to answer. Like, how much longer you gonna do this, bro? Because you done had 3 concussions this year. You gotta protect yourself. You gotta learn how to fall. So I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna do with football. There's some serious questions you need to answer. I don't see him giving up on football, but he better learn how to protect himself. So that's the Miami Dolphins. Now, my second favorite team in the league, Buffalo Bills. Matt Ariza can burn a hill. They was talking about did he release? This is dude. No, I lied. No, this isn't. Former NFL punter files response in SDSU rape case. Won't be charged. And bruh, how do people keep putting themselves in these situations? Like, bro, if there's something going on campus, like a sexual assault, something like that, your name should be nowhere near it. And even outside of college, your name shouldn't be near that. Do better. I probably need to cut that out. But just why don't put yourself in them situations. Dudes be, especially football players, just make bad choices sometimes. But Buffalo Bills smacked the skin off the Rams' head, and we thought that they was going to take off from there. and they didn't. Because they lost this game to Miami, which was weird. There was a lot of injury, like cramps and whatnot. It was hot. And then Josh Allen threw the ball like 60-something times in this game. 63 times. And I had him on my fantasy team, too. That's why I mentioned that. But they beat the Ravens. That was a good game. They beat the Steelers, smacked the skin off their head with like a 99-yard touchdown. They beat the Chiefs. And we was talking about how they are the number one team in the league at that point. And they beat the Packers. Lost to the Jets, but the Jets is like that on defense. You know, their offense stinks. Lost to the Vikings when they shouldn't have. So really, these two losses shouldn't have happened. But it is what it is. Beat the Browns, beat the Lions, beat the Patriots, beat the Jets in return, beat the Dolphins in the snow, beat the Bears. Their Bengals game, I'm prayers up for DeMar Hamlin. But that would have been a great game right there. That was shaping up to be a great game. Neither one of them defenses was going to get a stop. I'm just going to say it now. So that was about to be a great Monday night game. But things happen. But it's good to know that DeMar is doing cartwheels at this point. Like, he's like John Cena, just back to normal. It's like, bro, how did you do that? And then they beat the Patriots. But this game is NFL should push the playoffs back to finish the Bills and Bengals game. That sounds horrible for everybody involved because while yes, you do get that one game play, now you have to worry about tickets. You have to worry about stadium and all that other stuff, work and all of that. So no, while I hate that it had to happen, I think they made a better decision. Now the Cincinnati Bengals did get screwed. That they got screwed, but I don't know exactly what they were hoping for in response. I don't really know what they were looking for in that game, but we'll talk about them later. So DeMar Hamlin's safe. He's alive. He's breathing. He's running through some more tests. He's moving out here like John Cena, like nothing ever happened. But that's the Buffalo Bills as far as the season goes. Now statistically, Josh Allen's the man. Devin Singletary is a really feasible bet. And I honestly thought they were going to get Christian McCaffrey, but they didn't need him because as a collective, they had 2,000 rushing yards. They didn't need him. A long of 98, that was the Gabe Davis. He threw 14 interceptions. That is unacceptable. And it was like this weird period in the middle of the season where he just kept throwing interceptions, like the Jets game. He just kept throwing interceptions. I don't know what he had going on. He got sacked 33 times. James Cook, rookie, he did his thing. Stephon Diggs, he's the man. We all know he's the man. Gabe Davis, what did you do last year? He didn't. Okay, what was that? Gabe Davis, he got 300 more yards. Okay, so he stepped up. I saw a video talking about him being overrated on YouTube. I was like, what are you talking about? Gabe Davis is perfectly rated. He had that one game, so people put more focus on him. Dawson Knox, that's Brody. Isaiah McKenzie. I think he had a touchdown on Sunday, this past Sunday. James Kumaro, Green Bay legend. And then the second-ranked defense in the league. As far as points, I'm sorry. Total yards, they were number one, actually. Part of that's because the Bengals game didn't happen, but whatever. Passing yards, top 10. Rushing yards, top 5. Points, total point shit. I just realized they played a whole nother game over the over the Bills, and San Francisco is 277. That's crazy. D'Amico Ryan's a psychopath. They have the second ranked defense in the league. Offensive. This is what I want to see. They have the second ranked offense. Oh wait. Oh, that's a good tab right here. Turnovers. Go to turnovers, man. Go to turnovers. Yeah, it is in the middle. Kind of in the middle of the pack when it comes to turnovers. So they were even on turnovers. 27 takeaways. and they gave the ball away 27 times. 14 interceptions, 13 fumbles. I didn't know that tab existed. Okay. Offense. As far as total yards per game, it was, what was it, second? Total yard. Damn. They had a whole lot of total yards. They were fourth before that game got canceled. That's crazy. Passing yards should be like top 10. Yeah. Yards per game should be about the same. Yeah, top 10. Rushing yards, excuse me. Top 10, yeah. These teams up here, Chicago, they can't pass, so of course they're gonna run. Baltimore, you know, their system. Atlanta, I'm shocked Atlanta's up here. New York makes sense. We run the ball really well. Cleveland, not surprised. San Francisco, yep. So these all make sense. Points. Yeah, the points per game. Second in points per game at 28.4. So this Buffalo team is really good. Now, they could have used this bye week. They really could have, but we'll never know. The game, so if the Bills or the Bengals make it, the game will be in Cincinnati. So let me look at real quick. The spread. What's the spread? They have the Bills at a 95% chance. At 28 degrees, the line is -13 for the Bills. At a 43 over under. The spread is -900. Jeez, they are not giving the Bills a chance. I mean, the Dolphins a chance at all. Well, who knows? Mike McDaniel might come up with some crazy stuff, but that will do for me. I got 3 more videos I gotta record. This, I might keep the glasses on. But I want to say thank you for watching. I love you. Bye.